Would you look at that? We're live, and we're live. Crazy.
Hello.
Hello, friends. Friends on YouTube, friends on Instagram. It's officially November.
This year has flown by in such a weird way.
This year has been, I mean, we all know it's been bizarre. I just feel like it makes the normal kind of strange passage of time. Like when the year changes and you gotta write the new year. When the month changes and you gotta write November. I carved a little pumpkin last night, and he's joining us. He makes me exceptionally happy for no good reason.
Such a good little pumpkin.
Such a good little pumpkin.
Thanks for joining us on our Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
We were just saying, this is one of our favorite times to stream now. Thinking we might make this one at least a regular weekly thing. It's just pleasant. Sunday afternoons, we got the sunlight coming in the living room.
It's a good time.
It's a good time to hang out and sing some songs, you know?
Yeah, you know, it's nice, it's cozy. We got all the nice warm light from the big window, which helps because we have minimal lighting in here already. But so yeah, today's the last live stream of our Kickstarter campaign, which is a little terrifying.
It is. We're coming up at the end of it, but we are so close.
You're so close.
If you haven't checked out the rewards yet, you really should. We've got some cool ones.
What is, off the top, what's your favorite reward?
I think the coolest is probably the book of short stories. I know that's a kind of spendy one, but
yeah,
I think that's probably the coolest reward. I think the record commentary is going to be a fun one because it'll give us a chance to share a lot of fun stories from behind the scenes, from the studio, from the road.
Yeah, that'll be a good one. Trying to figure out what we want to convey about each song, I think, will be the most interesting part of that. Yeah. Trying to narrow down all of the thoughts about each one.
So if you're interested in the behind the scenes, that's definitely a good reward to check out.
For sure. You know, if you like hanging out with us on these lives or, you know, in person when we're on the road, I feel like that's really what we're going to try to want to capture with that. So it'll be a fun time. You wanna get started with the song?
Let's do. Which one do you want to do?
Why do I always have to go first? Oh man.
I went first last time.
Probably. I know we haven't practiced this one recently. How did you feel about Afterlife?
I think we could do Afterlife.
We could do Afterlife, haha.
You're right, but why haven't we practiced that one? That's a fun one.
I feel like we've just been like hitting a handful. This is one that is at the very end of our Kickstarter video, like the last 30-45 seconds or so of the video. That's a bunch of like studio B-roll and stuff is with this song up underneath it. So if you haven't watched the video, go check it out because you'll get a sample of what that will actually sound like on the record. But here it is this way too. People only ever write the nicest things on headstones. Turn all the dirty secrets and the bad blood back to dust. A lover's graveyard is nothing but a patch of pretty lights. And when it's dark, it can trick your mind. The moonlight pulls you in just like the waves up to the shoreline. 'Cause sorrow thins the veil between the madness and the truth. Your haunting, hallowed places just to search for signs of life. 'Cause when it's dark, it can trick your mind. So darling, don't go digging up graves. When love is lost, the afterlife is a choice you gotta make. So put the nails in the coffin, let it rust in place. You're drifting through the lonely and the hurt like cigarette smoke. Ungrounded and unflinching like it's all just fever dreams. You're reaching out at shadows that can't bring the dead to life. 'Cause when it's dark, it can trick your mind. So darling, don't go digging up graves. When love is lost, the afterlife is a choice you gotta make. So put the nails in the coffin, let them rust in place. But darling, don't go digging up graves. Can you make it to the light? Close your eyes against the night. Waking from the sleep is slow, but the hardest part is letting go. So darling, don't go digging up graves. When love is lost, the afterlife is a choice you gotta make. So put the nails in the coffin, let them rust in place. But darling, don't. Darling, don't go digging up graves. I love watching you tweak things, how you like play them live after we've recorded them.
Have a good time with it.
Mm,
A fun time remembering the chords of that chorus. Oops.
it's all good. I really tried to go into the third verse. I was like, I know the words. I kept grabbing them, and then they kept being replaced by the second verse words. And I was like, please just sing the right thing. I hope this goes right.
Yeah, it's been a little while since we played that one.
Yeah, this is what I get from you. Like, hey, let's play a song that we haven't practiced recently.
I feel like that's normally my job.
Hey, you know, one of the two of us has to keep us on our toes.
That's true. You want to play one that we have played recently?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's my turn to pick.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Yeah, I was like, you said that so boldly. I really thought you were gonna like have one already picked out.
Yeah, I really should have.
That made me giggle a lot internally.
Again, if anybody's got any requests, feel free to drop them in the chat. But in the meantime, I think I want to do Stay.
All right.
Another single that'll come out in the near future off the new record, Tall Tales and Fables.
Yeah, we should sit down and plan out the release schedule after this for live stream.
So here's Stay.
So you're Stay. Darling, you don't hold me close the way you used to do, and I wonder what you're thinking when I'm reaching out for you. You're trying to be patient, yeah, you're trying to be kind, but I know that you're still running from the demons in my mind. But I promise this thing in my head, you ain't got the best of me yet. Somewhere between all the wine and the chemicals that are out of whack in my mind. Somewhere between all the whiskey and the medicine that I'm drowning in to stay alive. I am often unkempt and unreasonable, but I swear to God that this is me trying. I'm begging you, stay. I'm begging you, stay. I know the weight of my sins is a heavy thing to hold, but I am not yours to carry. I can lift it on my own. We're tired here together from these long and lonely nights where your science sounds like screaming. I'm trying to make it out alive, but I promise this thing in my
my head. It ain't got the best of me, yeah. Somewhere between all the wine and the chemicals that are out of whack in my mind. Somewhere between all the whiskey and the medicine that I'm drowning in to stay alive. I am often unkempt and unreasonable, but I swear to God that this is me trying. I'm begging you, stay. I'm begging you, stay. Don't give up on me. Don't give up on me. Give up on I won't give up on you. Give up on me. Don't give up on me. Give up on I won't give up. But I promise this thing in my head, it ain't got the best of me, yeah. Somewhere between all the wine and the chemicals that are out of whack in my mind. Somewhere between all the whiskey and the medicine that I'm drowning in to stay alive. Okay, so hopefully YouTube will catch back up. That one should in a second. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Video is not my strong suit. Cool. Alright, and we're back up. So yeah, I hope y'all are having as lovely an afternoon as we are. Because it's pretty fantastic here. All sunshiny and colorful leaves and whatnot. It's a nice fall day in Nashville. It's a nice fall day in Nashville. Except it's supposed to freeze tonight, so I don't think that's going to stick around for us. It's like super duper pleasant, and then it's like tonight we'll get down to 30, and I'm like, oh, I see. Winter is trying to come. It won't yet. It'll just play with us for now. We'll see. I've heard from a lot of friends around the country that have gotten snow already. Oh yeah. It's like kind of a weird year. I know last year this time we got a little bit of snow. Here? Yeah. I don't remember that. There's I remember because it's still somewhere on our Instagram feed, but I just remember the itty bitty pumpkins out on the back deck that had the snow all over them, right? Okay, right, I do remember that. You're right. We had a wee bit of snow. Alright, we're super exciting old people talking about the weather here. Right. Let's do, I guess it's my turn. You want to do Feels Like Fire? Sure. Let's do that one. That's always a favorite. Like fireworks in the dark, I'm trying hard to just stay still, but you're pulling me in and
I'm wanting to play the part. Too young to know that it's not romance. Too young to know the way his game is played.
It's dangerous and magic, beautiful and tragic.
Feels like a fire waiting to happen. Feels like a fire waiting to start, and I
Was never gonna save my heart from you. How'd you get under my skin?
Your whispers running my head all through the night.
I ain't proud of the state I'm in.
I'm a puppet on strings, don't think I could put up a fight. Too young to know that it's not romance. Too young to know the way his game is played.
It's dangerous and magic, beautiful and tragic.
Feels like a fire waiting to happen. Feels like a fire waiting to start, and I
Was never gonna save my heart. And love is like that, they all just leave their coast. Burn like a fire, and I still smell the smoke. I still smell the smoke. You smell the smoke. Oh, that's embarrassing.
Smell the smoke or you choke on it?
All the above. Feel the spark, let it pull you in.
You wanna be tempted, so come on and give me a shot.
You think you know how this begins.
But I'm taking your hand and I'm leading you into the dark. You ought to know that this ain't romance. But if you don't know the way the game is played,
It's dangerous and magic, beautiful and tragic.
feels like a fire waiting to happen. Feels like a fire waiting to start, and I
Was never gonna save your heart for you. For you. For you. Gotta turn Instagram off and back on again. I got a text saying that it was being silly, so let's
Which one? Instagram?
Yep.
Well then.
Alright, so let's try this again. Silly Instagram. Why is my nose so itchy? This is the worst. Alright. Hopefully that'll work.
Welcome back, Instagram. So we've had one freeze so far on YouTube and one on Instagram.
Interesting. Our last live stream went really well. I guess this is what we get. We got a good one, so now we gotta have one that gives us a little bit of heck.
Yeah.
Technology.
Oh well.
Oh well. This is what we gotta do for now. We'd rather hang out with y'all than not. There are tunes to be played.
There are tunes to be played.
If anybody wants to hop into the comments and let us know what you did yesterday for Halloween, or if you had a cool costume, we're all about storytelling here. Give us your stories. We'd love to hear it. I made some cider. Cody toasted up the pumpkin seeds from the little pumpkin that I carved. So it was obviously a super exciting day for us.
It's a fun Halloween.
Yeah.
Our tradition is normally just to watch Jurassic Park. Couldn't find it on any streaming services, so we had to go without.
Yeah, I was pretty upsetting.
Got to eat some pumpkin seeds, so it was alright.
You know, you do the best you can in really stressing situations like that.
These are trying times.
These are trying times. What are you supposed to do if you can't watch the dinosaur movie on Halloween? There is no greater crime. I feel like I should write a strongly worded letter. Or just stop talking about it. Either work just fine.
Both methods are good.
Alright, it's your turn.
September?
Yeah, let's do it.
That buzz is gonna kill me.
Yeah, might as well.
One more time.
Yeah.
Watch you slip through my fingers, falling out of time. You burned this house to cinders, like nothing here was mine. Now I'm left sifting through the ashes. Was it something about September? I don't know. 'Cause everything around me's changing, trying to let go. Was it a trick of the light or a change in the weather? Maybe it's something about September. I know you're often tired, but darling, so am I. But I still search for hours, and you didn't even try. Now I'm left searching for the answers. Was it something about September? I don't know. 'Cause everything around me's changing, trying to let go. Was it a trick of the light or a change in the weather? Maybe it's something about September. You set my heart on fire. That's a warmth you never felt. Now the music's all but left me, and I'm singing for myself. Now I'm here screaming at the shadows. Was it something about September? I don't know. 'Cause everything around me's changing, trying to let go. Was it a trick of the light or a change in the weather? Maybe it's something about
had a really exciting day today. AK, one of our friends got a bunny and brought him over to meet us. It was
Such a cute little bunny.
pretty exceptional. A very good bun. Very big back feet. So good. Did I cry? Absolutely not. I only almost did about 3 different times. It was great. You'll probably see bunny content on our Instagram story at some point. Likely. So that's the context. It's neither of our bunnies, but you'll be seeing a lot of him because he's cute as heck. Oh no, do I have to pick now?
I guess so.
Why is this so hard? It shouldn't be that hard.
Mhm.
We should do a live stream someday where we just like put all of our songs and the covers that we know in like a basket and just draw them out at random.
That'd be kind of fun.
That would be a time. Just, that's one that we haven't played in like a year and a half. Let's see how that goes. I don't know. Do we want to throw it back a little bit? Do we want to do something off the new record?
Whatever you feel like playing.
Heck. Okay, let's do Run Double Run.
Ooh, alright. We got too many songs now, I forget about them.
Right? Got too many that I'm like, oh, I like that. I'm excited about this. And how do you pick? How you doing with this changing weather, mister? I put on new strings recently.
It's much more about the weather than the strings.
Yeah.
Especially when the weather in our house, the temperature in our house fluctuates so greatly sometimes.
Yeah, it is that, do we have the air on? Do we have the heat on? Do we have nothing on? It is that time of year for us right now. Alright, you wanna, Run Double Run. That's what we said we were gonna do.
Run, devil, run toward the rising of the sun. Run, devil, run away from me. When you hear me coming round, you best get out of this town. And if you don't, there'll be hell to they say, like it's called for a fight. She don't come just when you call her, but she'll be there when there's need. She's there to hunt the devil down if she wants to see him bleed. And she says, run, devil, run toward the rising of the sun. Run, devil, run away from me. When you hear me coming round, you best get out of this town. And if you don't, there'll be hell to pay. Call her prophet, call her priestess, call her witch or patron saint. We know Jesus ain't around no more, and there's people needing saved. Don't think God's got any part of it in the holy books or ancient tongues. There's a bottle of fire in her hands, and there's fire in her lungs. And she says, run, devil, run toward the rising of the sun. Run, devil, run away from me. When you hear me coming round, you best get out of this town. And if you don't, there'll be hell to pay. Wonder if she's chased the devil down since he's come into this world. You wonder if you were just dreaming, if you heard some unholy brawl. That you'll feel a presence in your bones when she comes to make a call. We keep monsters in our storybooks, we hang heroes on our walls. But of the folklore and the fables, she's the tallest tale of all. And she says, run, devil, run toward the rising of the sun. Run, devil. devil right away from me. When you hear me coming round, you best get out of this town. She said, run, 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 devil, run.
Alright, to answer my father's question, because he asked us last time right at the end of the live stream, and I'd forgotten, so we dropped in with it again. When was the first time both of you decided that you wanted to do music? Do music in quotes for some reason. Thanks, Dad. Gotta call him out for his grammar.
Music.
That's yeah, you know. You get to go first on this one.
Alright. Well, I suppose I spent most of my youth playing music. And at some point I graduated high school and decided I was going to go to college and look around for some kind of career that would make me some money. Take some music classes for fun. I learned music theory and I played in a jazz combo in college. But mostly I was trying out some different other classes, trying to, build a decent career for myself because there's no money in music. And then the longer I stayed in college, after about year 3, I realized there's nothing else I really want to do, unfortunately. So at that point, I transferred to the Lionel Hampton School of Music at the University of Idaho and started studying music composition there. And I guess that's the moment that I kind of really became serious about it, when the day I abandoned all backup plans for my life.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have a backup plan, then you just gotta do it, right?
Just gotta do it. How many bands have you been in, Cody?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I probably have to sit and think about that for a minute. We can probably round to about 10.
How many bands have you been in that have put out at least one record or some sort of recordings?
Six.
But okay. That number was higher than I remembered.
Not all of them are, currently available at this
Yeah,
point in
yeah,
the year
that's
2020.
fair.
Some of the early stuff has definitely been pulled down or lost to,
Lost to time.
MySpace or whatever. So when did you decide you wanted to do music?
I'd always loved music. I'd always loved singing. However, I was incredibly anxious even as a small child and made a point to, make sure that no one was around to hear me in case I was bad at it, because I didn't want people to make fun of me if I was. Did a lot of band all through school, did a little bit of chorus, did a lot of musical theater. And then I went to Belmont here in Nashville. I originally came up here to major in audio engineering, and I was like, that'll be a good way to give myself kind of a stable-ish career still in the realm of music. I was like, I'm gonna be like the journalist that's working on the novel on his lunch break, I'll do music on the side. And I realized about halfway through the program that just wasn't gonna be it. Audio's fun, it's cool, I'm glad that I have the bass that I do and that I can hold my own in the studio, but I just, I spent too many hours. To be fair, it was the weed out class of the program. They made it ridiculously hard on purpose just for the sake of it being hard and just keeping your blood pressure way too high for a whole semester. But I just spent way too much time crying locked in the editing suites in the audio basement at Belmont, and I was like, I just can't. I just remember walking back to my dorm one day, it was February and cold as heck, and it's 1 a.m. because it's when they kicked us out of the editing suites and locked it up, and I was like, I can't keep doing this. This isn't what I want. This is the nice excuse to keep myself from actually doing music, because that is a lot scarier. But I'm not going to be happy if I don't do it. So yeah, it was a fun call to my parents. Hey guys, I'm changing my major and I'm gonna stay in Nashville this summer. Okay, thanks, cool.
At least the audio program prepped you to be a musician.
Yeah.
At the end of it, you were very comfortable crying in a recording studio.
It's true.
That's one of the first qualifications to doing a
honestly,
record, right?
yes. Yeah, no, if you ever think you're going to go on tour or make a record in your life, be fully prepared to break down and cry at least one point during any of those times. It will happen. It's not an if, it's a when. Just embrace it.
It always happens.
It always happens. Yeah, no, you're right. But that was, honestly, me coming out of audio. That was how I met Evan, who has been our producer this whole time through, as it did everything on Ghost Stories that had a lot to do with folklore, and then co-produced with Mitch Dane for us for Tall Tales and Fables. I met him in that because basically we were just losing our minds one night in the audio basement, and just sort of teamed up and we're like, we're gonna get through this together. And I had actually tapped him to engineer a solo EP that I had wanted to do that summer, that I had decided that I'd kind of written enough for, and I was going to get serious about it and actually do it. And then I met Cody, and if you've heard that whole story, essentially a couple months later it just spiraled into, oh, we're going to be a duo, and Cody's going to move to Nashville, and actually we're going to do a full record, all at once. But so that was me. It was very much just sort of a gut feeling of you have to stop pretending you don't want to do this when that's the truth of the matter. And yeah, if you have a backup plan, you're going to do that instead. Because it's going to be a lot easier, and you're going to make a lot more money. So unless you are ready to jump in head first to the whole starving artist thing, it's comfy once you get used to it. We got a lot of blankets here. So I guess there's worse things. But yeah, that is an answer to your question. Thanks, Pops, for always hopping in and harassing in your supporting way. What do you got? I bet the last one.
I'm thinking Soothsayer.
Oh, yeah. And we are in November now. So this is coming out on Spotify and iTunes and all of your normal streaming places this month. Finally. Haha. Finally. So put this on some cool playlists for us. That'll be great. Engagement on Spotify is very good for us. And also, I'm just very interested to see what kinds of playlists it makes it on.
Yeah, this is a little bit different for us.
Yeah.
We're really excited to release it anyway.
So here's Soothsayer. When the dust first breathe life, try to don't touch the fire against the ashes you've gone from the start. In the chaos and calm, cut a slash across your palm, promise blood, it poisons your heart. Shadows of the crowd, there's a hand reaching out. It can offer the things that you seek. There's a price to be paid, but ain't that every trade? You're just looking for strength when you're weak. Oh, you know there's a flickering darkness, and it sings out like sirens to you. Yeah, it's sickly sweet and elegantly violent. But these deaths that you take, they will someday come due. Hungry hands reaching out, crave for more, lust for blood, bring the fat calf and slaughter the sheep. Fingers wrapped round the crown like they tore at her gown. Who will die for the secrets you keep? Oh, you know there's a flickering darkness, and it sings out like sirens to you. Yeah, it's simply sweet and elegantly violent, but these deaths that you take, they will someday come due. Ravens come like oracles, speaking in tongues.
is to you. Yeah, it's simply sweet and delicately violent, but these deaths that you take, they will someday come to. But these deaths that you take, they will someday come to.
Ugh, that's a fun one.
That's a fun one. Having my phone right here for Instagram, I get a little bit self-conscious because I can't hit that note without just really going at it, and I'm like, the people on Instagram can just like see my molars probably. I gotta open my mouth way up for that one, and I'm like, ah, yes, hello everyone. These are the things that go through my head. It's a wild ride in there. Enter at your own risk.
Well,
your mom requested River.
oh,
Got a request over on YouTube
Alright.
for Ribs.
let's do it.
Throw it back to that one. Also, any other musicians or songwriters that might be in right now? Do you also have nicknames for your songs? Even the ones that the titles are already short? Asking for a friend, because it's definitely not us. I'm all out of sorts, I can't seem to find the north, or let alone tear us apart like black and white and gray. I feel like I'm losing my mind, can't seem to know my own kind, twisting, torn and blown about like white sheets in the wind. So take me down to the river, let me find myself there. Let me slip in the water, see if I care, if I ever come back up. I don't know if I'll ever come back up. Oh, I don't know. I'm all out of sorts, I can't seem to stay the course. If I can never find when there's a storm that blows me back. Yes, I'm stressed eating bolts, but scared to fall from this height. I'm an empty line just with pretty painted eyes. So take me down to the river, let me find myself there. Let me slip in the water, see if I care, if I ever come back up. I don't know if I'll ever come back up. Oh, I don't know. Down at the bottom of the river, sit a while and learn to breathe. I'm asking questions, gotta know if there's any hope for me to come back up, break through the surface, find a purpose that you'll see. Take me down to the river, let me find myself there. Let me slip in the water, see if I care, if I ever come back up. I don't know if I'll ever come back up. I'm going down to the river, let you know I'm headed there. Watch me slip in the water, see if you care, if I ever come back up. I don't know, I might never come back up. Oh, I don't know. Thanks for recommending that one. That was a fun one. You want to maybe do one more and wrap this afternoon up?
Sure.
Thanks for hanging out with us this afternoon.
I was kind of feeling ending on ghost towns. How do you feel about
yeah,
that?
I'm super down. Before we hit that, remember our Kickstarter has like not even quite 36 hours left. Wow, that's scary to do that math.
Yeah.
So hop on over to there.
32 actually.
32, there we go. That's the math that I didn't need.
Down
Thank
to
you,
the
Chloe,
wire.
on Instagram. But yeah, definitely down to the wire. Please go check it out. Every little bit helps. Again, you know, I made the joke about virtual gas money last time. But seriously, $2 means the world. It's really not about how much, it's just about the fact that people are supporting us, especially during all of this, that really makes a difference. So thank you guys for supporting us through all of this.
Thank you for joining us today and listening and hanging out on all our live streams. This next one's going to be a sneak peek of the new album.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites on the record.
It's a good one.
It's going to be a single at some point.
I'm very excited for that. So this one's Ghost Towns. There's nothing quite like the people left walking around those towns. It brings round their eyes in the way that they drift on the wind. They're still following echoes from past lives lived. They remind me of stories I heard as a kid. So how do I set you free when the lost don't want to be found? And how do I get you to see that there's nothing left here for you now? That there's nothing left here for you now. Stretching on tiptoes to reach for a reason to hold on. But I'm falling forward, they're falling back into themselves. Yeah, they're walking their circles of personal hell. And they sigh like the sound of the night in the elms. So how do I set you free when the lost don't want to be found? And how do I get you to see that there's nothing left here for you now? That there's nothing left here for that there's nothing left here for you now.
Sorry if YouTube froze at the last minute there. I think they might have missed part of that last chorus.
That's alright. We'll play it again for you later. Not too terribly long. Alright, looks like YouTube caught back up. Well, thanks for hanging out with us this afternoon, y'all. We do appreciate it. Again, we've really, really been grateful for y'all's support through all of this nonsense, but especially through this Kickstarter. So let's see how this thing ends, and y'all have a wonderful rest of your days. Thank you on Instagram. We'll hang out with y'all again later.